All right, here's our second stream of the night, even though Streamlabs has been killing us here, just dropping my stream over and over again. We're going to play the Tier 0 deck as coined by Wombo. It's not actually Tier 0, but I just want to make fun of Wombo. This is one of the best decks in the format, Esper Tinker, minus this card. Maybe minus this card. This, 58 cards is one of the most popular and most winning decks in the post-Modern Horizons 2 metagame. We're going to play a little bit of a fun version tonight for the prelim, but it'll be probably a similar version of this for the Mana Traders this weekend. Basically, it's a Esper Commander, Esper Tinker shell that's just a bunch of one-ofs. Force of Will is you're not one of. You basically protect your bunch of one-of combos with Force of Will and Flusterstorm and then play 4 Saga. So you have Time Vault Key, Tinker Citadel, Tinker Sphinx, Monastery Mentor. It's like a PO deck without POs because PO is a garbage magic card and you just don't want to play it. I don't think there's anything super interesting about this build besides I'm playing a meme card for the fun of it tonight. And the rest is pretty straightforward. I'm not playing Hull Breacher. And the reason is because I don't want to play Time Twister in my deck, because I think it's pretty bad to be playing Time Twister in a format where other people are playing Hull Breachers. So, and Time Twister on its own, obviously, is just not that super good in a Force of Will metagame. So I just don't want to be playing Time Twister, and I don't really want to be playing Hull Breacher either. I don't think that card is super strong. It was really probably the weakest card in the deck when I tested the deck from the original version. So I wanted to just play some more tech cards like Second Top, Lavinia, Opposition Agent, Witch. There's a bunch of different cards I've been testing in the slots, but Yogg-Will is insane, and people are bad for not registering it, Leviathan. You can go tell all the Zoomers that. You should play a Yogg-Will in this deck 100%. It's not even remotely close. So, let's go. Round 1 against SPO, we've got Saga. This hand kind of blows. It's just too much mana, not enough action. I don't really think this is a hand worth keeping. Oh, I thought you were saying... Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yes, Mnemonic Betrayal is a weird and bad Yogg-Will. I thought you were saying don't register your Yogg-Will because it's bad, because one of the Zoomers told me that. But, all right, I take back what I said. Yes, Mnemonic Betrayal is like a Yogg-Will for you, but you exile your opponent's yard, and it's pretty bad. Yeah. I would agree that it's pretty bad. This hand looks good. Just gonna put away this Mana Crypt, and then we'll go with Saga and Soul Ring, Sapphire, hold open Flusterstorm, misstep, and make a bunch of tokens, and then get a white source probably. Hand's really strong. You're still not pulling that off. Yeah, I think most of Zach's list was pretty good. I was pretty impressed with Zach's list, I think. I did kind of like Dom's list a little bit more, but I took a couple things from each of those lists. It's gonna be really shitty for us if we get any number of things here. There are a lot of ways we get exposed to Force of Vigor. If we get Wastelanded, it's pretty bad for us. I think I just play the Sapphire naked so that if it resolves, I have Flusterstorm. I think that's the one that makes the most sense here. Yeah, I mean, I also agree that you can't call your deck no bad cards Tinker if you play Imperial Seal. I do agree with that statement. As you can see, there's no Imperial Seal in my deck. I am not willing to put Imperial Seal in my deck, that's for sure. I don't think I want to drop my Sapphire because I want to be able to protect against Vigor, Assassin's Trophy, Ancestral, all those things. Yeah, I don't recommend running. Jeez, that's pretty bad. I don't recommend running Mnemonic Betrayal ever, but I just kind of wanted to have something that was fun and interesting for the stream tonight. And if we get to do anything cool, it'll be sweet. So we are against Bug here. Unfortunately, our hand doesn't line up super well against Bug, especially after bottoming Crypt and losing Soul Ring to Abrupt Decay and getting Wastelanded. I do feel that my opponent, if they had a Wasteland, probably should have Abrupt Decayed the Sapphire, but... So yeah, Saga things. My opponent is pretty low on resources, though, so as long as we don't get Vigored here with Flusterstorm down, we might be okay. The nice part about this deck is it is playing like Tinker and Mentor and all these things that can steal games. So even if Bug like denies all of our mana and kills all of our things, like there's still ways out. It does make me feel like I should have kept my like 5 land hand, you know? This is a Leovold. Alright, well we need to draw a mana source this next turn here so that we can start pumping out Saga tokens. Please and thank you. No, of course not. Yeah, I don't know. Is it worth it to ponder and not draw a card? Probably not. It's probably better to hold Flusterstorm open. It's really disappointing because I think if we had drawn a mana source, we were probably very favored. But now that we have not drawn a mana source, it's going to be tough. I think the Mentor could still get the job done, though. If they have a second decay, it's going to be problematic, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to fluster this. Because they only have 1 card left, they can't have a Force of Will for my Mentor, so don't really need to protect it with Fluster. Jeez. So I have other options. My other options are... I could just get a Pearl. And then just play a Mentor into Daze. I probably do not want to get a Lotus, actually. The thing Lotus does let me do is immediately Ponder, which isn't fantastic with a Leovold in play, but... It's definitely a mana source. I'm just trying to figure out if it's Pearl or Jet or Lotus. I guess all of them are going to be pretty rough against a Collector Roof top deck. I think it makes sense to get a Pearl, though. I'm going to grab a Pearl. So yeah, if my opponent's last card or their top deck is another removal spell, we probably will lose this game. But if it's not, we have some plays. If it's Collector Roof, it's also problematic. There's a lot of bad cards for us to get paired against right now. Okay, attacking in. If we don't draw mana, we just cast Pondered and get a token and look at our top 3. If we do draw... Not like this. That's a good top deck. Turn off the Mentor, probably. I thought they could turn off the Sapphire. Probably just turn off the Mentor. It's pretty good. Yeah. Well, this game, they don't have an oof. But I don't think it's going to matter because unfortunately we played a bunch of Urza Sagas and that card is not going to do it with the mana sources we currently have. So yeah, my Urza Sagas not great right now. These cards are just never going to work for us. Yeah. I don't know. This feels like a game where if we were just playing Just Down PO, we would very easily win. But because we're playing Saga Tinker, it just looks awful. I mean, we did draw our shitty opposition agent, which could have been... I guess it was... No, it's normally like a Hull Breacher, so that would have also been uncastable. And this is usually a Hercule. So, like, the cards we draw were going to be bad anyways. I don't think my opponent should... Yeah, I guess my opponent should stand up the Jet this time and then get rid of the Sapphire on the next time. All in all, looks real bad for us. The Abrupt Decay was pretty brutal because it meant we couldn't Saga token activate. I do think that if we had drawn the mana source the turn that we had Saga, we would have been able to... We probably would have won this game just by having 2 constructs. So maybe it's more that I was unlucky rather than Saga was bad per se. It's just a dig through time for... Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, unfortunately, they nerfed this card too hard in design. The cards do go back in the graveyard, unfortunately. It also doesn't let you play lands. So I learned all of these things as I was reading it. But yeah, it's pretty safe. They made a pretty they made it pretty safe. It also exiles after you cast it. You know, they made it very safe. I guess Yogg will also exiles after you cast it. So. All right, so what can we draw here? We can draw land, I guess. I don't know. There's no reason to play this out, right? I don't really see a compelling reason to play this out. Why? For fun. I mean, it can't be as bad as Hull Breacher, so... Alright, so against Bug, we want Prismatic Ending, and we want Swords to Plowshares. Don't really need Citadel. Full Guide Lantern. Lavinia is not great. I was told I have to keep in a bunch of Flusters because of Vigor, which I guess makes sense to me. Kind of hate Narset in this matchup. And I guess we can cut one of these, maybe? I don't really think you want more than one needle. I don't really think you want more than one needle. I think having access to a needle is good. I agree. I don't think you want more than one needle. The problem with needle is it is just as vulnerable as any of your other artifacts. I mean, theoretically, this hand has a bunch of mana. Unfortunately, none of these lands are Saga. So I don't know if this is actually like a keepable hand. I would assume that you want to do better than this. But it is against Bug, so having a bunch of mana sources is powerful. You also have the ability to spin and fetch if you need to. I think it's just too weak. I mean, I was against an unknown opponent in game 1. What are you talking about? So I guess I'm just gonna get wrecked by a Vigor here, and we're just gonna needle a Wasteland, I guess. I don't know. Blind Needle Wasteland. It's probably better than blind needling Deathrite Shaman. So we are pretty insulated against Wasteland at the moment, but we won't be later on. I don't really think Bug is looking strong, but whatever works for you. I don't remember what the game 1 7-card hand was, Slasher. Deathrite Shaman. Oh, why didn't I Ancestral on the upkeep? I have no idea. Well, if they play Daze, they get me. Brady using the power. I probably should have Ancestrals on their upkeep. I don't really know why I chose not to. I think I was just looking at chat. All right, this got forced. It's fine. A little bit late on this mental misstep, as is the usual. Am I blaming chat or am I blaming myself for looking at chat? Wow. All right. I don't know, man. This deck is something. Well, I guess if I hadn't fetched, I don't know if I would have drawn Saga. I'm pretty sure I want to fetch before I play in case I want to keep both cards, but maybe with Saga in the deck, that's not true. You get completely run over by removal again. We'll just play the Saga and go. I don't think it matters, Slasher, because Saga's fucking useless. It's just going to get Vigored, right? Or Abrupt Decay. Not Abrupt Decay. Trophy. Best draw? I don't know about that one. Your best draw is and always will be Tinker at all times. But now it's not Tinker, I guess, because we drew our Sphinx. So now our best draw is... I don't even know. All right, so our Saga didn't get killed. That's nice. Maybe we'll get to make some constructs. Ooh, spicy. All right, maybe we have a chance. Bug really doesn't do anything, so... Interesting. So, interesting. So I can take Force now, and then on my next turn I can take Brainstorm, and with the trigger on the stack we can Brainstorm. Oh, I kind of like that. Yeah, there was a point in my life where I always drew Tinker, so I can't complain about the amount I draw Tinker. There was definitely a good running couple years there where I was drawing Tinker whenever I needed it. So I've had my fair share of ridiculous Tinkers. All right, so my opponent did draw a Wasteland. So I'm only going to probably get one Saga here. Oh, you're right. I have a Needle on Wasteland. Pretty good. When this doesn't get destroyed, I guess the big thing is my opponent's Oko went away. Is this a Brazen Borrower? What's this? Brazen Borrower on my Construct. Well, so let's stop. Let's stop and applaud opponent for being a bug player who is reasonable enough to play Brazen Borrower and not just auto lose to Sphinx. So for that, SPO gets the applause. However, I think they probably should have bounced Needle and Wastelanded my Saga. I'm okay with this going away. It's fine. Because a lot of bug players, instead of playing a Brazen Borrower, just say, well, what if I just lose to Sphinx?
Huzzah for Brazen Borrower.
What if I just lose to Sphinx for fun? Okay, so question becomes, are we still brainstorming here? I think the answer is yes. And I just want to put back Sphinx and see what I draw. Maybe they think they couldn't beat a I don't know. What is this? Am I getting flustered? Interesting. All right, so we will not be putting anything back. I mean, I'm pretty sure I don't want to do that, not me. All right, we're going there. Well, one, can you count the number of manas that Sphinx of the Steel Wind costs to cast? Oh, chat advantage is hurting tonight. Chat advantage is hurting tonight. Gonna get a top. I don't have a second needle in my deck, P9, and I guess that could be wrong. I don't know. I've had conflicting. I didn't board in more needles. I didn't board in more needles. I know that Zach doesn't board in more needles. Actually, Zach doesn't have it. No, yeah, Zach doesn't board in more needles. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I could board in more needles if I wanted to, but I just don't feel like bringing in multiple needles is like the way to go against Bug. Like they're playing Oko and Abrupt Decay and Force of Vigor and Assassin's Trophy. I'm just not convinced that needle is the way you want to be attacking their game plan. This doesn't do anything. Hold on. This is a 4 mana though. So this gets us to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So I think what I should do is post combat. Maybe I just naturally draw everything. No, it takes 2 turns. So I could draw this Academy after we attack. Or maybe I should have drawn the Flooded Strand, not the Academy. Whoops. I guess I could still change that. Oh, I guess I can't get Wastelanded. Never mind. I could just get Strip Mined. Oh, but I will lose my top mana anyways. So this doesn't, none of this actually helps me, right? It does let me play a hard cast Force, which is probably worth it. I think I'm still like a multiple turns out from casting Sphinx no matter what I choose to do. Is this an endurance? Oh, it's a cast a Brazen Borrower. Yeah, I don't think that matters. Maybe if I don't resolve my Sphinx in time, it matters, but... I go to 9, I go to 7, I go to 5. Maybe it does matter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I actually am dying to this Brazen Borrower, aren't I? Oh, wait. This makes even amount of mana, right? Hold on, this... Now I have 4, 5, 6, 8. Ah, I still have to just draw it next turn. So if I go to 7, I go to 4. I'm going to die to this straight Deathrite Shaman. Because I didn't force the Brazen Borrower. Huh. I had to force the Brazen Borrower? Damn. So I do have enough to cast it next turn, but I'll die. So I have to do something else. No, I don't have the mana this turn. Now no, it costs just too much mana. I should have forced the Brazen Bar was the problem. Unfortunately. No, because I tapped my Underground Sea. I definitely probably misplayed this game, so I don't know. I can probably only win if I draw something else that that does something here. I think I just have to fetch and find something powerful. I don't know. There's definitely probably some way I could have played this to get my Sphinx in play earlier, or should have just cast Force on this Brazen Borrower. It did leave me pretty weak to Fluster, but I didn't do the math. I guess Time Walk does it still. Unfortunately, they just have no good cards in their graveyard, or we would like Mnemonic Betrayal them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like we can cast the Sphinx here, but we just get double death righted and die. So we have to do something better. Second Tundra, or yeah, probably second Tundra. Nope, none of those do it, right? Wow. I threw this. I guess not casting Force was the throw here. Yeah, I think there's something I could have done better in this game, but I don't know. Whatever. We're dead. I just really didn't think I had to force this borrower, but it just took me so long to cast this Sphinx. No, don't listen to them, Thunder. It's not bad. Yes, I could have spun before fetching to see one new card. I don't think that was worth it, because if I spin before fetching and then I have to spin again, I lose colored mana. But I guess I just fucked up this game somehow. I don't really know where I fucked up in this game, though. Definitely did something wrong. All right, here we are, round 2, Vintage Prelim. We're up against Bug again. Binu is won the Mana Traders like leaderboard, 19-1 with Bug, beating us along the way, actually. This fetches basic island and seems fine. Kind of down. We'll try to board in 2 needles this time. don't think you really are at liberty to be countering this Death Ray Shaman. Our best draw is probably Saga, right? Just going Saga, Pearl, top, pass. Yeah, Binu plays a lot. Do I have an IRL deck? Yeah, I own Paradox Locum. That's the deck I play at Eternal Weekends usually. And by usually, I mean the 2 times I played Eternal Weekend. I drew a Tinker, which is interesting. I don't really want to crack this fetch land to play a Ponder. I don't think I want to do that. There's a lot of upside to doing it, though. I don't know. We got kind of rolled last round. I don't really know how good our deck actually is versus Bug. They have a lot of good tools against us. No, I don't like webcam magic very much. Sorry. I think there's like a bunch of upside to finding Moxen, so I'm kind of in on just this. Oh. Well, we're not allowed to keep these. Okay, land isn't bad. If we just like Tinker a Sphinx and win, does that really say that our deck is good against Bug or that Tinker Sphinx is good? And maybe I should just be playing PO. This is the constant churn in my head is, are we playing this or are we playing PO? I really shouldn't play PO, but is that a Badlands? All right, so we're not against Bug, we're against the Ragavan deck. And they're holding open Fluster. Pretty bad for me. All of our plays are kind of rough. If we force pitching Merchant Scroll, we just have to hope we draw lands. If we force pitching Tinker, then we can like Merchant Scroll for an Ancestral, but it doesn't really seem very good. If we crack top and we don't like cracking top doesn't really get us anywhere unless we draw like even if we draw like double force, it's still not very good. I actually think cracking topping is worse than just leaving it in play for like a Tolarian draw or something. I think you still just want to like play to your high roll of Tinker. Nope, they just have a force. Okay, yeah. I don't know. I'm not having a very good time, I can tell you that much. I had a much more fun when we were playing Stoneforge Mystic. This has been pretty much just a brutal outing. Like I don't think cracking top there to find a force for our current hand is good. All right, well, I played the wrong land. I'm sorry, chat. Oh, I fucked up. I was supposed to play this Flooded Strand. Sorry. Exclamation mark F6 in chat. Hopefully my opponent isn't on too many wastelands if they're playing bad lands, though, so. Yeah, there's definitely some argument for that, Dancing Jesus. I considered it, but didn't really think it was very good. All right, well. We're gonna do the thing. Got a blast? Got a fluster? Got a force? No? Sphinx it is. Can you beat that? Nope. Good God. Ugh. Alright, prismatic endings, swords to plowshares. We're gonna try 2 needles this time. Do you want 4 flusters? Is that what you guys? People keep telling me this, and I've been doing 3. Why not? Why not? Stop making me cut my betrayal. Why do you want Mystical and Vamp out? Your best play is Tinker. I don't understand. This is not how I sideboard for Bug. So my opponent is on Pyroblast, so I'm down for Mystical out. Isn't Narset like a completely terrible card versus these decks? Why does nobody else cut Narset? I always cut Narset here. I don't like the way, I don't like this board plan. I think Narset is so unplayable versus these decks. I already have 2 needles. Do I really need 3 needles? I don't really think I need 3 needles. It's not. It's normally it's an impulse. That's why I don't cut it. That's why I cut it. Most of the time it's just impulse because you have no protection on the ground. If I had Witch in my deck as well as Mentor, I could consider it more. I'm gonna board like this. I think this is fine. Yeah, I don't really agree with the choices that chat's. I mean, maybe I'm misevaluating the matchup. It's definitely possible. But those are not like the cards that I typically want to see in the matchup. No, I'm mostly talking about like E9's choices are interesting to me. My opponent has Wasteland, Badlands, Flusterstorm. Jeez, I feel like we should win this game. So I just go Island, Time Walk, untap. Hopefully we draw mana sources, Demonic. Well, that's the thing, is you can grind Bug because they're really not a Xerox deck. It's not great. Well, the problem with that line is we just get wastelanded and then flustered. That line doesn't actually work, P9. There also isn't a second island in this deck, which is already coming up terribly. Yep, there's 3 Tundras. Yeah, well, I wanted to give the people who made the Esper Tinker deck, you know, I wanted to give them their fair shot. But I kind of hate all of it. I felt like, because my opinions on Saga and all of these cards differ so much from everyone else, I felt like I was missing something, you know? I wanted to experience what they're playing and see what's going on, but I'm still not seeing it, so. All right, we hit a fetch land and a swords. Probably reasonable here. What I could do is I could just prismatic ending this thing. And then they would like waste. Yeah, I kind of think I like it. Just run it into it. Well, I do think that Urza Saga is good conceptually in this list. My problem with Urza Saga is I think it's bad in PO. But yeah, I think I would love to be playing 2 islands, but I don't know. Through Time Walk. So what if I force this? It seems really good for me. I feel like them time walking here was greedy, right? So I force this pitching Flusterstorm, and then I can Demonic for Ancestral. Or I could pitch Ponder, I guess. Shouldn't need the Ponder after I get Demonic Ancestral. This is like, maybe, I don't know. I just don't think, I think if we get Wastelanded, we're in deep shit, so. Okay. Okay. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just 3 needles, because your deck is so bad against Wasteland. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's just fuck ton of needles and like hope you don't get vigored. I guess if you're burning 3 needles and 4 flusters. Okay, I kind of see what you're going for now. Yeah, it definitely would have been like nice to draw Saga there, right? I can get their fluster right now, and then I feel like it's good value. Yeah, I did end up qualifying for the Mana Traders after like 40 games. It was bad. I was in a pretty bad spot mentally. I don't know why I played like 30 matches in one day, but it happened. Yo, 90s MTG. Thanks for the raid. Hope your stream went well. We're playing our vintage prelim right now. Currently 0-1 after losing to Bug in round 1, and now we're playing against 4-color Ragavan. So Wasteland's gone, Fluster's gone, Brainstorm's gone, and they jam. Oh, I should have forced this. Maybe you don't actually need to force it. We are playing like 6 more removal spells. I actually don't know if you're supposed to force this. I actually don't think you're supposed to force this. I F6'd, obviously. But the more I think about it, the more I actually like not forcing it. Yeah, oh, yeah. I mean, we definitely should have thought about it. But I think actually this is fine because this is the conclusion I would have came to, is maybe to not force it. I think this is not bad. Yes. I just knew I would never force anything. Yes, that is exactly what happened. See? I actually can't fluster this, can I? It's pretty unfortunate. There's 1 land in my yard. I just knew what was happening. Damn. Okay, that actually worked out really, really well for us. That one worked out really well for us. All right. I like it. I'm actually, I don't know if I would have came to that conclusion to not force the Collector Roof, but I definitely think it has a lot of merit. You won't attack, no balls? No balls. All right, this is definitely the part where Saga? Where Saga definitely shines. Well, not the part where it's a vanishing land that goes away, but the part where it makes 2 7/7s, 2 8/8s. I guess we can needle Deathrite Shaman here, or should I needle Oko? Probably just supposed to needle Death Wish. Okay, all right. I might be sold on 3 needles. I might be sold on 3 needles. They probably should have activated that Death Wish Shaman pre getting ranched here. Yeah, I mean we were like, this whole deck is just Fade Force of Vigor, right? Needle Oko. It's close. What can I mystical for? There's nothing left for me to mystical for, right? Nope. Uh-oh. We're paused in my upkeep. Does that mean we're getting Vigid? No, they made me board out Mnemonic Betrayal. It was terrible. I can't believe they would do this to me. Chat made me board it out, you know? Hurts, man. I don't know. I don't exactly agree with that, Bob. I think Waddle's like, I don't know, Slasher. Waddle's obviously has one of the highest rolls, if not the highest roll in the game, but man, whenever I play Waddle, it feels like that champion is so bad. It's usually a first or an eighth. For me, anyways. I would take Avella over every hero all the time, forever. And then I like Loki a lot. Now we're actually in a nice spot against Vigor, where if they hard cast Vigor, we actually beat it. Yeah, this is a 4 Saga deck. Nope. Sorry, friend. Skip is up there for sure. All right, well, we definitely kind of crushed that. No answer to Sphinx in game 1. Saga was great there in game 2 after they used all their cards. They didn't force a Vigor us at all is the key point there. I mean, they didn't force a Vigor us at all there. You know, the only reason that Saga wasn't bad against Oof there, Slasher, is because we had a needle on Wasteland, right? Saga would have been actively a terrible draw if we didn't have a needle on Wasteland. I mean, we were lucky to have the needle. I don't know. Like, I just think that people are only taking the high rolls of Saga and definitely not taking the low rolls. And I feel like our opponent drew very poorly versus us, so. Here we go. Round 3, Vintage Challenge, not Vintage Challenge, Vintage Prelim. We are 1-1. This hand is fine. Super Cow just said he left chat, so we're good to battle. I don't know, Slasher. You understand that I used my whitelist to qualify for the Pro Tour twice. I am now on the opposite side of the whitelist. This is just how it works. No one can be on the whitelist forever. No. You don't get to do that twice. That's not how that works. No, that's not how that works. Oh, my opponent mulliganed to 4. Which means I'm just gonna slam Mentor with Flusterstorm back up. Actually, I might slam Soul Ring first so that I can possibly Time Walk. So now I still have Flusterstorm back up, but if I don't Flusterstorm, I can Time Walk, and if I do Flusterstorm, I can still Manifold Key. Whereas if I played Lotus on white and then used this for Flusterstorm, yes, I'd get more triggers later. I actually don't think I'm supposed to Time Walk, though. I actually think I'm just supposed to play Key and hold up Fluster. Assuming my opponent's on Jeskai, I want to play around Swords or Lightning Bolt. I probably... Okay, my opponent is off it, which is probably fair. Mentor, strongest creature ever printed. Ready, set, go. All right, I'm just going to make the assumption that Super is on Jeskai. That's going to be my assumption. In which case, Island's probably not necessary. Sphinx is probably not necessary. Mystical, Needle, Vamp, maybe? Mystical, Needle, Vamp, Flusterstorm. I don't know about Negation. I like Prismatic Ending. Swords. I don't like Lavinia a ton. Probably don't need an op agent though. Maybe we want all of our swords. Kind of an interesting thought. 3 swords, 3 endings. Yeah, I think I like this. Submit. This looks fine. Assuming they're Jeskai. Okay. We should get an Old Border Flusterstorm. That'd be a good one in Old Border. He says as he looks at the only card in his hand without an Old Border. No. Mnemonic Betrayal is you exile from your opponent's graveyard. You cast their Ancestral. It's completely for the memes. I just thought it'd be cool to play one. I'm gonna play this. Obviously, it doesn't let us hold up Flusterstorm, but I think... Oh, they're on Wasteland. Okay. Huh. Are they on Rug? Huh. Okay. This is certainly an instance where I was punished for playing my Saga. That's for sure. I do have Prismatic Ending for that. I think I'm down to... What am I down to? I'm gonna lose this Saga no matter what. I took out my island as well. Jesus, Justin. Okay. All right, well, I definitely misboarded pretty badly. Definitely did miss the misboarding pretty bad. God, I drew the thing I wanted to tutor for. I guess I didn't really want to tutor for that because I can't use it. Can't use any of this shit. Yeah, I definitely misboarded here after they chose to hide information. Seems like the concession for them was really powerful. Force? I'll just force it back. Let's just get in there. Nope. Sorry, friend. Okay. They have one card left in their hand. Arcanist. Not a bad one. Hmm. I mean, if we draw Prismatic Ending before they Wasteland us, never mind. Alright, if we draw Prismatic Ending, we pretty much win on the spot, right? If it resolves, I guess. They could have Fluster. Pyro, yeah. Prismatic Ending? Key. Unfortunate. Yeah, this deck is liable to just have to be top decking, and it's pretty bad at top decking. But my opponent hasn't drawn any of their preordains, so that's helpful. I don't really have a will target either. I guess I do have a will target. I have a Saga. That's pretty interesting, actually. I also have that. Yeah, that's pretty good too. All right, well, we're gonna wait on the the will. I think I'm gonna cast this now. Just give myself the best chance of. That is the downside. I could have played around that, but I don't think it was necessary. But I guess it was. That's pretty tilting. Yeah, I mean, they would have still forced it, but then I would have been able to flash it back, theoretically. Hmm. I mean, I can't Ancestral again because it's exiled, but I agree it's not a huge deal. I still just want to draw a Prismatic Ending because I think like I said, I think we immediately win the game if we resolve a Prismatic Ending. I do think I will cast Will this turn if I draw nothing, though, and just get a blank Saga. All right, well, I'm going to do it. All right, I'm just going to get Saga. Just 3 mana flashback Saga. Basically played Savine's Reclamation. Worse Savine's Reclamation. This does give me, theoretically, 2 big old creatures here. As long as they don't draw a Wasteland. Looks okay to me. Nope. And a Demonic Tutor? So I'm not allowed to use this Demonic Tutor yet, right? Well, it might just be blue-red slasher. Oh, I guess no, it's probably Jeskai if there's a Pearl. I could actually Demonic for Prismatic Ending right here. I don't think that's correct. So is this their white source? Blue, white, mentor. Okay. Pretty good against Saga. As long as they find spells. I don't really know about outsizes mentor. Not exactly how this works. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to make these two constructs. And then I guess we can get Soul Ring. I don't know. Well, if they find a removal spell, we lose because they just go swords, flashback swords. Okay, well now we can't prismatic ending. I feel like my opponent has drawn very, very poorly because they've had an Arcanist in play for just many turns. Not a very good draw. All right, let me attack first so that way they don't get like Flusterstorm triggered and get tokens for that. This way they have to chump with something. Oh, they have a spell. Okay, so they get 2 chumps. Yep. So they're basically on draw spell or lose. So I can just get a swords and swords this mentor right now. That still loses to a swords from them though. Maybe I swords the Arcanist. I don't think I have to swords anything. If they cast a Preordain, I have to swords Arcanist. I think that makes sense to me. And if they draw nothing, we just attack. They drew Alpine Moon. So we just swords the Arcanist, and they have to double block. Yeah, okay. All right. Now they're dead. They have to draw Ancestral here, and then two removal spells. Or just Shattering Spree, I guess. Interesting. So there's Wasteland, Sanctuary, Null Rod, Alpine Moon in this deck. Feels like you're stretching pretty thin. Oh, this is a special Zoomer list. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Not buying it. You can stand by Wasteland, but I think you have to cut Sanctuary. I don't mind if you play Wasteland or Sanctuary. All right, here it is, chat. Final round of this vintage prelim. We were 2-1 and we got paired down to the Jeskai Menace Amir. I would love to keep this hand, but I don't believe it's feasible to do so. It's kind of sad because his hand's quite good against Jeskai. Just needed an island, you know? This hand sucks. I don't want it. Yeah. I think we're going to 5. I can't see myself keeping this versus Just Guy. Opponent kept their 6er. I'm gonna go to 5. Guess I'm keeping this. Okay, it's not the worst hand I've ever seen, but it does leave things to be desired. Probe. No. No probe. Oh no. Do I think Amir would pivot and hit me with a wasteland? I think it's in his range. Sure. Yeah, I got punished for that one a little bit. All right, Jess guy. None of that. All right. Well, pretty low resource game here. Okay. One top, one bottom. All right. Well, I have no faith in this one resolving, chat, but I will give it my best college try. I can't actually play around negation in any meaningful way. Nope. It resolved. I've drawn my Sphinx again. Thank you, Slasher. Every damn time. I don't know about easy win. We do need a mana source here. We did find a mana source here. All right. Doing it. What is this? End of turn dig through time, it looks like. End of turn breacher. You got it, homie. One turn late on the breacher for ancestral. You hate to see it. A classic problem. What is this? No, they also have a dig through time. Gush. I don't want to take over the game yet, but we'll see what happens. It is Just Guy, so there's a good chance. Uh-oh. Just plus it. Oh no. I don't know, Slasher. Target me? Yeah, but I lost my hand and they get 2 mana. I don't know, Slasher. Is this gonna be good enough? Oh. I don't know. I don't really know. Oh, you were wrong. Who could have seen this coming? Of course you were wrong. God fucking damn it. Stupid fucking Saga. Ugh, I'm gonna get killed by my own Saga. Alright, still draw Time Vault. I can still draw Time Vault. I'm literally gonna die to my own stupid Saga. Once again, I need Tinker to bail me out here. I just need to actually just draw Time Vault right now. It's the only really out, I think. Nope. Alright, we die. Who would have thought Saga didn't get there? Not me. I would have never said that. In fact, Saga killed me because my opponent's deck doesn't play win cons. This is actually lethal if they Ancestral me, right? I actually can't block Dread Horror. Wait, did they cast Ancestral? Oh, they did cast Ancestral. Never mind. He says he thought about hitting me. Yep. All right. Well, thanks, Saga, for killing me. And go to game 2. All right, against Jeskai, what would we do? We took out this, and we took out this, and we took out... do we have to keep in Needle? Like, I'm not supposed to actively keep in Needle. So off this. No, I'm looking at the sideboard guide. From the OG Boomer. Not the OG Boomer. The good Zoomer. Word out Needle. Did you almost qualify for the mocks? I don't know. Does the Slasher guy? No, Slasher can only play combo shops. That's the only deck Slasher knows how to play. You don't have to listen to Slasher. Slasher doesn't really understand blue decks yet, so it's a little hard for him. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. I still don't like any Lavinia in this matchup, though. I don't like that. Yeah, I think Needle is so bad. Off it. I guess I could keep Needle in if I didn't have a Mnemonic Betrayal, but I haven't gotten to cast my Mnemonic Betrayal, and I'm very upset. No, nothing is better than Mnemonic Betrayal. Imagine when my opponent gets their Ancestral countered, and then I cast their Ancestral. It's going to be fantastic. Just think about it. It's going to be a great time. I'm excited. Look at this Demonic Betrayal sitting there. It's going to be brilliant. I guess I need to play this before Lavinia hits the table. Oh, man. That's a rough one. All right, we've got a lot of stuff, but need some mayonnaise. That's a lot of stuff. I guess what we're gonna do is demonic. See what happens to it. Kind of want Moxen, but I could also just get a key. I could get a Saga. Uh, could get a mana crypt and play a time vault. That gives me the most mana to work with next turn. It's not really necessary to get a Saga. Like, if I resolve a Yawgmoth's Will, that should just be game. Kind of like Mana Crypt. And then going Mana Crypt, Mana Time Vault. And then I have Tinker and Will and Tolarian that is now turned on. If I go Saga, like Tolarian is too super slow. I can get double like Spreed or something here, but then I can... I guess I can't Yawgwill, but... Top on Preordain, and then pass. They must have a million Force of Wills. Just a million Force of Wills, huh? Okay, so if I assume my opponent has multiple forces, because they top their Preordain here, what is my best way to play this? Play Tolarian, make 2 mana, cast Tinker, then cast Yawgwill. I feel like that's the best. Okay, that's 1 force. Now if I cast Yawgwill, it's the best Yawgwill possible, right? Like, I guess I can get trapped here. Well, okay, I'm not getting trapped here. I didn't even get to play Mnemonic Betrayal. Not like this. This is so sad, chat. No, why did we have to win so fast? That was a good hand. That was quite a good hand. Yeah, that's true. I just want to cast it, man. I just want to cast it once. One time. One time. Okay. I accept. Why am I only playing one? Well, you see, we got some problems. It's pretty easy to cast turn 1. Uh-oh, Ancestral on my upkeep. Not like this. Only I'm allowed to do that. Alright, well. Who's ready, chat? Play around everything? Yeah, okay, alright, cool, dope. Beat with Tinker? Can't beat with Tinker. I don't want to wait a turn. I think waiting a turn sucks. Why do you want to wait a turn? I can just get a top. I also am running directly into Mindbreak Trap, right? I have top Vault and Key. Soul Guide Lantern. Nah, I just like slamming Citadel. Sword is not a great draw. I might be able to let them DAC it. Yeah, this is what happens when you're Justin, though, Slasher. You give them your Citadel. I could have chosen not to play my fetch land, but I think it's better to play it and just like not get dazed. No, I didn't get DAC'd. Pretty lucky again. I literally had to pass the turn. No one else has to do that. It's only me. It's never anyone else. I swear. All right, so once again, Saga useless, Tinker great, Citadel great. I don't know. I'm not sold on this deck. I don't know about you, chat. Obviously, the Mnemonic Betrayal is fucking terrible, but if we go back and like go to the real one, I'm sad we didn't get to Casting Betrayals. I just am not sold on this deck at all. I don't really see it. Saga won what as many games as it lost tonight, or did it, no? I think maybe Saga lost more games than it won tonight. We can go back and look. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't have any memories of Saga being like in. I guess the game where it made 2 10-10s was very good. That's versus Jeskai. That makes sense. But it did lose us games against Jeskai, and it lost us a game against Bug. Lost us 2 games against Bug. Won 1 game. I feel like it was like 50-50. It either lost us the game or won us the game. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. Probably will go back and watch some of these rounds just to see. But I was, again, unimpressed by it. I'm just not feeling it. Like, the only thing that's great about this deck is Tinker. It's just Tinker. Yogwill was great. I can't imagine why people wouldn't play Yogwill in their deck. We never got to cast Op Agent. We didn't play any mirrors, right? We played Bug, Deathrite Shaman, Jeskai. We played against Bug, Ragavan, Jeskai, and what? What was Super on? And Jeskai? We played 2 Jeskai and 2 Deathrite Shaman. I don't know. I think this is probably the best deck, Ben, but I just don't feel like it's very good. I don't know. When I played it, it just didn't feel like Tinker felt powerful, right? Tinker was insane. Citadel was insane. The rest, I could really be without. But I could only have 1 Tinker in a deck. I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I have to figure out the answer. I have to figure out the answer before Saturday when we're going to stream the not Mythic Society, the Mana Traders Swiss. No, Transmute Artifact is not good. Tinker for Citadel is what's good. Tinker for Sphinx is pretty good. Vault Key was fine. I'm not thrilled with Vault Key much either. I don't know. I don't have answers. I need to figure them out myself, but I won't really have very much time. I basically just have Friday to figure it out. So we did 3-1 this event, right? We only lost to Bug. But I don't know. Did this deck's performance today like inspire confidence? Yeah, you can DM me anything you want, Ben. Did you guys like watching? Did you guys like feel like this deck was doing super crazy stuff besides Tinker? I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't matter. Maybe as long as you play Tinker, you're fine, and that's just it. And the rest of the cards don't matter too much. There were definitely moments where like Saga getting Needle was good against Bug. That was pretty dope. But it was also kind of contingent on the fact that our opponent just never had a Force of Vigor, right? What if you simply just don't let them counter your Tinker? What if we just played like a bunch of defense grids or something? Yeah, I'm not down to... Wait, you want me to ship you the list? Oh, DM you this list. Oh, okay. I misread everything. Sure, we can do that. We can do that. Oh wait, I'm still recording. Just give me a second. All right. Thank you everyone who watched on YouTube tonight. The next video that will come on YouTube will be after I play the Mana Trader Swiss on Saturday. So make sure you look out for that. Like, comment, subscribe. You know how to do it. Type in the comments how you feel about Saga. Urza Saga in blue Tinker decks and vintage. I want to hear what everyone else has to say, because clearly I'm not on Team Saga still. So I will catch you next time.